Everyone. I am Dana Wilson of Hair Cares Inc. And I've been doing a 7-part series called Root to Tip. Today is part 4, which is called Natural Ever After. And we'll get started in 2 minutes. I'll see you in a few minutes. Hey, hey, hey. I am Dana Wilson. I am the director and CEO of Hair Cares Inc. I'm a certified trichologist, a certified sister law consultant, trainer, and coach, city certified research assistant, bio code capper. Well, I got it all mixed up today. I'm a city certified research assistant. I am a certified code capper. I'm a veteran, and I am a mother of a son who's on the autism spectrum. In a nutshell, I am a hair advocate. I share all those titles and credentials um, because that gives you a sense of who I am and my skills and things that I incorporate in supporting people around hair loss and supporting practitioners around getting more educated on hair loss and hair growth regeneration, basically. And so today is part 4 of my 7-part series, which is called Root to Tip. This series, I create this series. It's like a personal and professional um, walk down memory lane and walking into the future as at the same time. And this series is being sponsored by my upcoming class, which is called Trico Essentials for Locks, which I'll be doing on September 19th at 10 a.m. But I'll talk more about that later. But in the details of it, but in this class was designed for the natural hair practitioner, the loctician, the sister lock consultant, who wants to learn more about hair loss so they can better serve their clientele. So, today, Natural Ever After, what is this all about? Well, as I was thinking about my journey, when I decided to go natural, and then specifically when I decided to get sister locks, the first thing once I got them done, the first thing I did was go home and look in my cabinet and realize I had all these lotions and potions and waxes, and I had every size of curling iron. I had uh, hot comb, everything. So I had to let that stuff go because I didn't need it anymore. I didn't have to put all that product on my hair to make my hair do certain things the way I wanted it, basically. And I had to accept my curly hair. I was used to putting stuff on my edges and making them lay down. Now I embrace all the curls, and now I embrace all the gray as well. But I had to let some of that stuff go, a lot of it. In fact, when I let it go, I actually had room under my cabinet to put real stuff in. I had to let it go. And that was freeing within itself. Um, the other thing I was confronted with at the time, I was in the military, in the Air Force, and I worked with primarily Caucasian folks. I think I was the only African American person at the time, and um, as they were seeing me do different things with my hair, and I went with sister like they said, "What's going on?" I said, "Well, I'm just keeping my hair natural." And they said, "Well, natural? I thought all hair was natural." I said, "Well," I explained, in the African American community, we alter our hair, right? We put a chemical on there. We alter our hair sometimes to get to manage it, to manage it. And I was deciding to go natural and stay natural, and that's what that meant. It's meaning that I'm not altering my curl pattern. And I just thought that was interesting when that question was posed to me, that all hair is natural. And that was one of the things I thought about over time as I was processing my hair. I was burning my scalp all the time. And I'm like, do other people do this? Is what I'm going to be substituted for the rest of my life? And I start questioning all those things. And that's how I end up um, ultimately getting sister locks. But um, when I decided to become a consultant, one of the things I love, enjoyed to do was some kids. I love to establish sister locks on kids because they didn't have to go through this journey as I did and many other women about putting things on their hair that alter the natural state of their hair. They could just from day one feel comfortable in their skin and look and feel beautiful just being exactly who they were without altering anything. So I really truly enjoy doing our kids' hair. But what's happening now is around the country, there is a fight and an act called the Crown Act. Basically, this act is to, and I'm going to attempt to share this. This is my first time trying to share something on this platform in regards to a website. Hopefully you can see this. This is called the Crown Act, and this act was created in 2019 by Dove and Crown Coalition in partnership with a senator out of California to ensure protection against discrimination based on race hairstyles by extending statutory protection to hair texture protection protective styles such as braids, locks, twists, knots in the workplace and public schools. Because what's happening is in some places our kids are still being discriminated based off our hair, and that is not acceptable. When I went on to the site, you could see, and if you have a chance, you should go over to that site. I think it's crownout.com. It'll show you the different states in which this act has passed into law, where you can't be discriminated for expressing yourself through what is naturally growing out of your scalp. So I enjoyed doing the young ladies' hairs from the beginning. I I enjoyed just thinking about the fact that they didn't have to do what some of us did, had to go through the transition from relaxer to our natural state and actually learning how to embrace what naturally comes out our head. They can do it from the beginning. They can go to school, they can go to work, and they can go anywhere and just be who they naturally are. So that brings me to now. So now that we are, kind of winning this fight to express ourselves through our natural hair, now there's a fight to actually keep the hair on our head. And so we we need to get more educated and learn how to keep this hair on our head, how not to lose our hair, how not to do things in a way that will impact um, or prevent hair loss. And that's what I'm passionate about right now, is helping the practitioner, the person who's standing behind the chair, who maybe has not went to cosmetology school, but is truly a hair advocate of their own, and want to protect their clientele from losing their hair. Because there's a lot of things that we're doing out here that we're just not aware of as practitioners. And then, of course, the client is not aware of what they're doing that will impact that. In this class, which is called Trico Essential for Locks, that I'm offering, in this class, you'll learn the various kinds of hair loss. You'll learn the do's and don'ts to preventing hair loss. And then you'll also learn some protocols to support your clients through maintaining healthy locks. You see me looking down, I have some notes. So um, I can no longer depend on my memory anymore. I have to have notes to make sure I stay on course. Also in this class, the class is also a prerequisite to my Trico affiliate program. This is another program that I'm developing to support that natural hair practitioner around hair generation and preventing hair loss. So today's topic was, if you just tuning in, or if you just came in on the replay, I am Dana Wilson. What I do is I support people who are experiencing hair loss. I also support the natural hair practitioner who want to level up their knowledge base on hair loss or scalp disorders. And I primarily do this around the natural hair practitioner, the loctician, the sister lock consultant. So if you just joined me, thank you, thank you, thank you. Today, my topic was all about natural hair ever after. I shared about my experience just accepting myself, or accepting my natural hair, and how I was in the military. And a question was posed to me. I thought all hair was natural because it came out of your head. And obviously seeing the difference between cultures, that yes, our hair naturally comes out of our head too. However, we've been programmed in the past, because now natural is normal at this point. But in the past, we were kind of programmed to alter our natural texture so that it would be more manageable or be more suitable in society at that particular time. Um, and then we have people um, that are advocating right now through the Crown Act around the country, who is advocating for us. Although natural hair is in and common, we still have this fight to be able to express ourselves anywhere, specifically for our kids at school, to be able to wear their hair naturally in locks and braids and twists and such, and not be discriminated with being able to participate in activities and such. And so as we continue that fight, I want to bring notice to our other fight, and that's hair loss. We're losing our hair as well, because over the years we've done so many things to alter the natural curl pattern and such. And then what's going on in our bodies, that we have another fight here, and that is hair loss. And I want to be a part of that fight. And I'm encouraging other people to be a part of that fight by learning more about hair loss, so that as we're fighting to make sure that we can be seen and express ourselves through our hair, that we actually have hair on our head long term to be able to do that as well. So I am so for and game for being part of the fight of educating, encouraging, and empowering others to learn more about hair loss. And I do that through creating classes and programs that will support the natural hair practitioner to be able to identify hair loss right away so that we can inform our clients so that, maybe permanent damage would not occur. So thank you. So thank you so much for just really indulging me in joining me on this journey of sharing my personal story and my professional story as well through my natural hair journey, also professional journey as well, going from um, a consultant to a certified trichologist. So next week, let's see what we got next week. Next week, oh, the subject or topic of my series next week is called Shifting the Lock Paradigm. Shifting the Lock Paradigm. So if you're interested, if you're a hair practitioner and you're interested, you can go to www.tricolocks.com and sign up for my class. The next class will be September 19th at 10 o'clock. Let me make sure I got everything right. At 10 o'clock. It's going to be virtual via Zoom, so you don't have to worry about where is she located. So tricolocks.com. You can go there and register for the class. It is offered at an introductory cost of $197. So I look forward to seeing you guys and supporting you, and I'll see you next week. Have a great and wonderful week, everybody. Bye-bye.